If you are using WordPress and you want to create an e-commerce website like this one over here, or even like this one over here, then I think this video that I'm going to do is really for you, because you need what we call Woocommerce. Hello everybody, my name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in this video we're going to talk about Woocommerce, everything about Woocommerce. We're going to give you a full tutorial about Woocommerce. We're going to see the ins and outs of it and some of the basic things that you need to know before you start your online store. So if you are interested in this video, please don't go anywhere, stick with me and let's go through this journey together. Alright guys, so to start with, we're gonna ask ourselves, what is Woocommerce? Now Woocommerce is an open source e-commerce software or plugin built for WordPress. So this plugin or software is an open source e-commerce plugin or software which specifically is built for WordPress. And then Woocommerce, when installed, can turn any WordPress website into a fully functional shop. So whenever you install this Woocommerce plugin on your website, it will turn your website into a functional shop, a fully functional shop, whereby people can be able to order anything from there, and then you can be able to ship to them, or if it is a downloadable product or digital product, they can be able to download or do whatever it is over there. So Woocommerce can be used to create any kind of e-commerce website. It can even be used to create digital products and other stuff. So Woocommerce is one of the best plugins in WordPress, and today we are going to look into it and then learn how we can be able to install it, go through all the the features and functions of Woocommerce, what you can use Woocommerce to do, and then that is all we go. Okay, so now without wasting my time, let's go into our backend of our WordPress website, and then we're gonna we will be going to talk about what the Woocommerce it's all about. So as you can see, I have my WordPress installed over here. This is a new website over here. So if I go over here and then visit the site, you're gonna see that this is a new WordPress website. Okay, so as you can see, there is nothing on it. Everything is new. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to first of all install Woocommerce, because we want to turn this website into a shop. Okay, so we're going to install Woocommerce. So where we go is we hover on appearance over here, and then we're going to click on add new. We hover on plugins over here, and then we click on add new. And then when you go over here, just search for Woocommerce. Okay, just search for Woocommerce over here, and then you're gonna see this plugin over here. Now as you can see, you have 5 million plus active installations over here. It means that a lot of people have installed it as making use of it for their shops and other stuff. Okay, so Woocommerce is very, very useful. Now let's click on install now to install it, and then we're gonna click on activate to activate it. Okay, so at the moment we activate Woocommerce, now as you can see, we're going to have a setup wizard over here. Okay, so with the setup wizard, we will be going through what it's all about. Now this is just where a setup wizard setting you up for your store. Okay, so as you can see over here, you have the welcome screen over here, which says tell us where you run your business, to help us configure currency, shipping, taxes, and more in a fully automated way. So of course, if you want to skip it, you can go ahead and then and skip the setup store. But since we're going to go through all the Woocommerce settings, we're going to pass through all this setup wizard, and then we'll still go through the settings itself one by one, and we look through all those things, what it does. Okay, so as you can see over here, we have the country. So you choose your country where you are located, your shop is located. So I'm going to say Ghana, because that is exactly where my shop is located. And then in the what, in the greater Accra region. Okay, so I'm going to select this one, and then I can just paste in my what, my address over there. So I'm going to say Accra, and then if you have a postcode, you can what, you can post it over there. And then the city too, I'm going to say what, Accra, but I'm going to leave the post code because these are all one, not what, not really compulsory. Okay, and then make sure that you put your what, your email over here, and then click on what, continue. Now of course, build a better WooCommerce, it means that if you want them to use your email address to send you track your data and other things on your what, on your website, you can be able to what, say yes, count me in. But I'm going to say no. Okay, because since this is a what, a demo site that I'm working on, I'm saying what, I'm saying no. Okay guys, so the next step, which is the industry step over here, okay, is you have to choose the industry that you what, that you operate, okay, that your store operates. So which industry does your store operate? So if it is what, fashion, apparel, and then what, accessories, you choose this one. If it is health and beauty, you choose this one. If it is what, electronics and computers, you choose this one. If it is food and drink, you choose this one. Home furniture and what, garden, you choose this one. Education and learning, you also choose this one. If you don't find yours over here, you can choose what, other. Okay, and that is it. I'm just going to select anything, and then I go. So I'm going to say electronics and what, and computers, and then I'm going to what, I'm going to click on continue. Okay, so the next step is what types of what products will be listed. So it means that what type of product do you what, do you sell? So if you sell physical products, you take this one. But since I chose electronics and computers, automatically it has what, chosen this one for me. If you sell downloadable products, okay, you would choose this one. If you sell what, subscriptions, you can also choose this one. But bear in mind that these are all what, it comes with what, another fee. Okay, so it is better for you to just choose either this one or this one, and then later on, if you want to what, check some add-ons to make sure your WooCommerce function very well, you do that. So I'm going to just click on physical product, and then I'm going to what, click on what, continue. Okay, so the next step is what, the product types. Okay, now the product types has been what, done into what, two different parts. Now the first one is what, business details, and then the second one is what, free features. Okay, so that is what we're gonna talk about. Oh no, the next one is what, business details. Sorry, business details. Now we've done the product types, we're gonna go to what, the business details. Now with the business details, like I told you, this one is business detail, and this one is what, free features. So tell us about your business. So how many products do you plan to display? So let's say I want to display 11 to what, 100 products. And then currently selling elsewhere. If you are selling somewhere else, you can what, you can choose yes, another platform, or yes, I own a different store powered by what, WooCommerce, and whatever it is. So I'm going to say no. Okay, I don't sell anywhere. And then I'm setting up, if you are setting up a store for your client, you can take this one, but I'm just going to click on continue, and then it's gonna move to the free features. Now of course, WooCommerce recommends some other free features for you. Okay, now you can you can check all those free features if you want it. They're going to install all these plugins on your on your website, but of course I don't want any free feature. Okay, so all what I'm going to do is I'm just going to untick this checkbox over here, and then click on continue. Okay, so the next one is they tell you to choose a theme. Okay, now of course my theme I have installed on this website is what, is the Cadence theme. So I'm just going to click on continue with my current or active theme. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one to continue the setup with my my active theme. Okay, so yes, so we are done with the setup wizard. Okay, now when you are done with the setup wizard, now of course after installing WooCommerce, you're going to have this WooCommerce menu item over here, and there are going to be a lot of other items over there. We're going to go through all of them one after the other. Okay, and then also you're going to have products over here, and then analytics, sorry, and then marketing also over here. Okay, all of them we're going to pass through all of them over here one after the other. Okay, but first of all, let's move straight. Now we're gonna bypass all these ones. Okay, and then we're gonna go straight to the WooCommerce settings. So under WooCommerce over here, we're gonna go to settings over here, and then set up our settings properly well, so that we can be able to work well with our WooCommerce store. Okay, so that is exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go straight to settings over here. So let me click on settings and then go straight over there to look like to set well the WooCommerce settings, all those things that we did from the setup wizard. Some of them we didn't touch on it over here. I just want to explain certain things over here, because this video is purposely for you to understand what WooCommerce is, how you can be able to use it, and then do a whole lot of things for you. Okay, so the first one is the general settings. Now, as you can see, all the tabs over here are all the settings that we're going to go through. Okay, so the first one is the general settings. We have the products, we have shipping, we have payments, we have account and privacy, we have emails, we have integration, we have advanced. Okay, so your store address, make sure that you check out your store address. Now remember that we fill in during the setup wizard, so we're not going to do anything over here. Now when you go to the general options, under general options we have selling locations. Okay, so if you don't understand anything, one thing about WordPress is that, and all other most of the plugins, is that they leave they leave clues and other stuff for you to understand what this particular thing is. Okay, so if you don't understand anything, you see this question mark over there, just hover on it. Now it will explain the option for you. So they said this option lets you limit which countries you are willing to sell to. Okay, so sell to all countries. If you want to sell to all countries, you can just leave it as like that. But if you want to maybe sell to some particular countries, okay, so for instance, I'm just selling in Ghana, I'm not selling outside Ghana. Okay, so I'm just going to select the specific country I am selling to. So I'll say maybe sell to countries except, or sell to specific country, and this is what I want. Okay, so I'm going to just, so at the moment I select sell to specific country, I'm going to have sell to specific country over here, and then I'm going to choose the country that I want to sell to. So if I click over here and then I type in Ghana, I'm going to select Ghana. Okay, now of course you can do maybe you sell to Ghana, you sell to, you have expanded, you sell to Nigeria, maybe India, and all those things. You can list it over there. Okay, and that is it. But I sell only in Ghana, so I'm going to just leave Ghana over here. Now when you come to the shipping locations, okay, like I told you, if you don't understand anything, just hover on this question mark over here. It will explain a little bit of that option for you. Now it says choose which countries you want to ship to, or choose to ship to all countries. Okay, to all locations you sell to. So of course ship to all countries you sell to. So all countries I sell to is where I'm shipping to, and I sell to only Ghana, so I'm just going to leave it alone. But if maybe you sell to different countries and then you want to ship to specific countries, okay, other countries you're not shipping to, you can decide to choose this one over here, and then select what you want to choose. So ship to all countries you sell to, and that is what I am choosing. Now the default customer location, where the customer is located, the shop, region, or country. So of course the default one is where I am. Okay, so meaning that I am selling to people in Ghana, I'm shipping to people in Ghana, and then my default customer location should be people in Ghana, and that is it. So you can choose whatever you want over here, but the shop, country, or region is the best one that I want to use. Now the next one we're going to talk about is taxes. Okay, now if you want to enable taxes, for those of you who use VAT, some also use other different tax system and other stuff, you can enable taxes over here, and then taxes and calculations and other stuff for you have to make sure that you set all those things up. Okay, so if you enable taxes over here, of course you going to do tax calculations and other stuff at the right place whenever you are configuring the taxing system. Okay, so if I enable tax over here and I save, I'm supposed to see taxes and then configure all those things over there. But if I don't want to enable taxes, I can what, disable it over here. Okay, so let's say for the sake of this video we want to what, enable taxes over here. And then if you want to enable coupons, okay, we'll talk about coupons also. You can what, you can enable it. And then when you go down, it says what, calculate coupon discount sequentially. Now when applying multiple coupons, apply the first coupon to the full price and the second coupon to the discounted price, and so on. Now I'm going to leave this one on tick. I just want to what, enable coupon, and the coupon should what, should take everything as it is. Now as you can see over here, the currency option, of course, if you don't want to set your currency to what, Ghana cedi, and you want to set it to USD, you can still do so even though you are in what, you are in Ghana. Okay, it depends on you, whatever you want to set. So set up your currency over here. You can choose between all the currencies over here and then set it up. Now the currency position and all those things are already was set up for us. Now the next one we're going to do is what, to click on save changes over here, and then we're going to go to what, the next part. Now as you can see, at the moment we save the changes, we have another tab which says what, tax over here, because we have what, we have activated what, the tax, enable the tax over here. Now if we disable this one and then we click on save changes over here, you realize that the tax will vanish. So as you can see, there is no tax or tab over here. But let's go over here, and then for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to what, enable this tax check box, and then we're going to what, click on save over here to what, to save it. Now we have our tax box over here. We can go ahead and then configure our tax system over there. Now product, the next tab is what, product. Now let's go to product and see what it is there, and then what we will be able to do about it. So with the product, we have the shop pages. Now as you can see, another sub sub menus are over here. We have the general inventory, downloadable products, approved download directories, and then what, advanced. So make sure that you set your your shop page. Now at the moment you install WooCommerce creates some pages for you. Okay, now the pages that WooCommerce create for you is what, is a shop page, create the cart page, create the checkout page, okay, create my account page also. So these pages are created for you by what, by WooCommerce. Okay, and you make sure that you set it at the right place where you're supposed to what, where you're supposed to set it up. So this is the shop page. Make sure that it is set, and that is where all your what, your your product will go to. Okay, and then so if you look at this website over here, Kobe's Market over here, you realize that when we scroll up over here and then we go to the shop, all our products are in what, are in the shop. Okay, so these are all what, this is the shop page that we are talking about. Okay, so these are all our products over here. Nicely done. Now the same thing what applies to this one. So make sure that you set up your your shop page. And then the cart behavior. Okay, add to cart behavior. Now what is the add to cart? Add to cart is just simply the let me just click on a product and then show you how the add. This is what, add to cart. Okay, the button over here is the what, is the add to cart button. So the behavior, how do you want it to behave? Okay, so redirect to what, the cart page after successful what, addition. So after you've clicked on the button, what do you want it to do? If you want it to just be redirected to what, the cart page, the cart page, of course you can do so that you see your product which you've added to cart over there. But if you don't want to it to redirect to cart page, of course it can be enabled. You can enable adjust add to cart buttons on archives and all those things, or you can untick this one, and then it will not direct you to the add to cart. It will just tell you that it has been added to cart, and that is it. Now the placeholder image is it's just for WooCommerce to display default images whenever you don't set a product image for it. So it gives you a placeholder image, and that is what the 5 that they've written over here. And then the measurement. Okay, so the weight unit, which unit do you want to use to measure your product? Okay, so you can have kg, you can have all these ones over here. Okay, so you can choose between all the other measurement unit over here, and then I'm going to set it to the kg because that is what I know, kilogram. Okay, if you want to set it to gram also, you can do so. This one also you can do so, and then this one also you can what you can do so. Okay, so the dimensions unit also you can also do same. Okay, change it to what any unit that you want to change to. And then we have what reviews. So if you want to enable reviews on what on products, you can do so over here. So enable product reviews, show verified owner label on what customer reviews, and then reviews can only be left by what owners, verified owners. So verified owners are people who have been customers who have bought something and they've been verified as what as customers over there. And that is exactly what they are. They are verified. And then the product ratings, enable star ratings on reviews, and then star ratings should be required, not optional. So whatever you want to do, you can take and untick it, and then after that just click on what save changes over here to save all your changes. So we are done with product general settings. Now we can go to what inventory over here to check out what the inventory settings also. So if you want to enable stock management, you can do so over here, and then hold stock minutes. So hold stock from paid orders for X minutes. When this limit is reached, the pending order will be cancelled. Leave blank to disable. So if you want to hold stock, when somebody places an order and then having paid, you still hold that stock for the person, but at the moment 60 minutes or the time you place over here is passed, the order will be cancelled. Okay, and that is it. And then notification over here, enable low stock notification, enable out of stock notification. So these notification will be sent to your admin email over here. So as you can see, I have my admin email over here. And then low stock threshold. So this is the the number that when it gets to 2 or 2 left, it means that you have a low stock, and then you need to refill your stock. Okay, and that is it. And then out of stock threshold. So when it is 0, it is out of stock. Okay, and that is it. So these are the few settings that you can do about this one. Now let's go to the downloadable product. Okay, so products which are downloadable also. If you are creating a downloadable project, these are the few settings that you can do over here. Okay, so these ones you don't need to do almost anything over here. Just leave it as it is, unless maybe you want to you know what you are doing, and then you want to do anything over here. But then of course the file download method, you can choose between this one, but of course this is the first download is the best one that you have to use. And then allow using redirect method. If you want to allow the using redirect method, you can use. And then access restriction. So if you want to downloads to be only downloaded when the person is logged in, okay, or the person is with the user on your website, then you can take this one, and then it will require a login. Okay, this settings does not apply to guest purchases. So if somebody is a guest purchase, it means that it doesn't apply to them. Okay, and then also open in browser. So this one also you have to make sure that it is ticked. So grant access to downloadable product after payment. So when payment is done, automatically it grants access to the downloadable product. Okay, so open in browser. So open downloadable files in the browser. So if you want to open downloadable files in the browser, instead of saving them, you can check this one over here. Okay, and then the file name. So append a unique string to the file name for security reasons. So make sure that it is ticked, and then click on save changes to save the changes that you have made. So now we go to the approved download directory. So these are the directories where your files, your download will be in. Okay, so when you upload something, these are where it will go. So this is the file directory that people will be able to download from. Okay, and of course they wouldn't see that they are downloaded from this place. Okay, and that is it. And then we also have you can of course add new if you know what you are doing about it. Okay, and that is it. Then we also have advanced over here. You can check it. Let's check out the advanced settings over here. This one is what the product attribute lookup table. So enable table usage and then direct update. So if you know what you are doing, you can what either enable it or disable it. Okay, that is it. Now let's go to tax over here. So remember that we enable tax in the what in the general settings over here. So as we enable tax, it means that we have to set up our taxing system. So prices entered with what with tax. So if you want to enter your prices with what with tax already, then you can do say what yes, I will enter prices inclusive of what tax. And then if no, you will say what no, I will enter prices exclusive of what of tax. So depending on what you want, you choose it. And then calculate tax based on, so you can calculate tax based on what the customer shipping what you know address, or the billing address, or the ship based what address. And then shipping tax class. So this shipping depends on what we will go into shipping detail, but this is what the tax class that you give to what your shipping. So shipping tax class based on the cart items. Okay, so that is it. And then the rounding, rounding. So round tax at what subtotal instead of rounding per what per line. So you can do so over there if you want it that way. And then also additional tax classes. So you can what you can list them over here. And then display prices in the shop. So if you want to display prices in the shop, either including or excluding what tax, you can do so over here. Display prices during cart and then what checkout. So if you want to when you are displaying the price, then the price are displayed on the cart and the checkout. Do you want to exclude tax or include tax? So depending on what you want, you set it over here. And then the price display suffix. So over here it says what define text to show after your product prices. This could be, for example, including what VAT to explain your pricing. You can also have prices substitute here using one of the following. So you can use one of the following codes over there to substitute it to tax. So for example, you can just write include tax over here, okay, or exclude tax, whatever you want to your pricing, whatever you want to list over there. And then display tax totals. Okay, so do you want it to be itemized or per single total? So maybe itemized, which is okay. So after everything is done and you're okay with it, make sure that you click on save changes over there. And then we have the standard rate over here. So the standard rate that you want to set your taxes over there. Also, you can you can go ahead and then insert your rate. Okay, so remember that every country have their own rate. So make sure that you set your tax rate for it, and then so that it will apply to you. So if I click on insert rule over here, I just have to set up my country code. So it says a 2-digit country code, example US, leave blank to apply all. So maybe you want to set up your country. So let me say GH. Okay, that is Ghana. So as you can see over here, and then the state, the state is also a 2-digit state code. Okay, example AL, leave blank to apply all. So I'm going to leave blank, and then the zip code also. So postcode for this rule, semicolon. So separate multiple values, leave blank to apply to all areas. Okay, so I'm going to leave blank to apply to all areas. And then the city also, I'm going to leave blank to apply to all areas. And then the rate, okay, enter tax rate. So the tax rate over there. So let's say I want to go to check the tax rate in Ghana. So let's say VAT rate in Ghana. Okay, I can check it over here. It says 12.5%. So I can go back over here and then enter 12.5% over here. Okay, then the tax name, I'll say VAT. Okay, and then all of them. So if it includes what shipping, I can what choose whether or not this tax rate also goes gets applied to what shipping. So you can what you can either apply to shipping and all those things, and then I can click on what on save changes over here. So that is what my standard tax what rate that I've done. Okay, so if you go to what reduce tax rate, also you can also what set all those things up over here. So reduce tax rate, you can go through just like we did the other one, and then you set it up over there. I'm not going to go through the reduced tax rate, reduce rate, and then zero rate. All those things doesn't apply. What really applies to me is a standard rate. Okay, and that is it. Now let's go to shipping over here. Because we are selling electronic products, we will be shipping. Okay, now they said what automatically gives me a clue over here. Shipping zones, we add a few shipping zones for you based on your location, but you can manage them at any time. A shipping zone is a geographical area where a certain set of shipping methods are offered. Okay, so I can go to next, and then it says what we defaulted to some recommended shipping methods based on your store location, but you can manage them at your at any time within each shipping zone settings. Okay, so they have the free shipping for me. It means that no shipping method is set. So now if I am like supposed to add some shipping zone over here, I can click over here. Okay, and then let's say add shipping zone. So when I add a shipping zone over here, I can choose the zone to be let's say Ghana. Okay, so with this one, let's say yeah, GH, which is what Ghana. Okay, I don't want the name to conflict with the first name that is set for me. And then the areas over here. Okay, so as you can see, we have different areas. Okay, so where am I shipping to? Okay, so if it is the whole of Ghana, I can just click it. But with this one, I can decide to select any area that I want to ship. So for instance, if my shipping fee will be different from each state of Ghana, then I have to make sure that instead of Ghana over here, I use the state rather. Okay, so I can decide to choose, let's say, Accra or Greater Accra, and then I'll come over here and then select Accra from here. Okay, and then that will be my zone region. Okay, and then with a shipping method, I can go ahead to add shipping method. So they have the flat rate, the free shipping, and then the local flat, the local pickup. So let's say in Accra, I am giving free shipping. Okay, so I'm going to add the shipping method to it, which is free shipping for people in Accra. Okay, but let's say I save it. Okay, so I've saved it, and then I go back to the shipping zones over here, and then I still add another shipping zone to it. So I'm going to add another shipping zone to it, and then I'm going to call this one, let's say, Kumasi. Kumasi is also another city in Ghana. So I'm going to go over here and then look for Ashanti region. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and say Ashanti region. Okay, and then Ashanti, Ghana, and then I'm going to search for the shipping methods. Now with this one, because it is far from Accra, my store is located in Accra. That is why I'm giving Accra free shipping. But because it is far from Accra, I will send it to the customer over there. And with this one, I'm going to say I'm going to use a flat rate over here. So I'm going to add the shipping method to it. Okay, as you can see, this is the shipping method. Now I'm giving it a flat rate. So I'm going to say edit the flat rate settings, and then the method is flat rate, and then the tax is taxable, and then the cost. Okay, so the cost, I can decide to I can decide to put any cost over there. So remember that the quantity of the item that you are sending will depend. Okay, so if each quantity, I say the shipping cost is maybe 5, then I have to what, multiply the 5 plus times the what, the quantity of the what, the items in the what, in the cart. Okay, and that is it. But I'm just going to give a flat rate of what, let's say 25 or let's say 50, okay, for things which is going to what, to Ashanti region or Kumasi, and then I'm going to what, save it over here. Now I'm doing the simple calculations for you so that you understand what it goes on. Now you can, of course, shipping methods and other stuff is what, it go way beyond what I'm doing over here, and you can what, read about it or learn more about it later. Okay, so now I have my what, my shipping zone set up. So as you can see, all the shipping zones are what, are set up. Okay, so they set up what, one for me, which is what, which is the Ghana over here. But I'm going to what, I'm going to delete this one because I have my own setup over here. So I have Accra and then what, Kumasi over here. Now you can go to what, shipping options to over here. Okay, so now with the shipping options, you can check out the what, the calculations. If you want to enable shipping calculations on the what, on the cart page, hide shipping calculations until address is what, entered, and all those things, you can do all those settings what, over here. And then next one is what, the shipping classes. Okay, so with shipping classes, maybe you want to set up what, different classes of shipping. For instance, a fridge is heavy, and the cost of shipping a fridge will be different from a cost of shipping maybe a gadget, a phone. Okay, so you can set all those what, classes over here. So you can add a shipping class, and then maybe you can, let's say, add a class which is what, maybe heavy, heavy. So anything which you classify under what, under heavy. Okay, you can maybe set it up over here. The description is what, all maybe heavy gadgets or electronics. Okay, you can what, you can add another class also. Okay, and then let's say light. So all light weight electronics. Okay, so we set it up over here, and then we click on what, save shipping classes. So now we've set up as shipping classes. Now if you go to what, our shipping zone over here, if you go to the shipping zone over here, and then we go to, let's say, Accra is free, so let's go to Kumasi over here. And if you click on what, Kumasi over here, you realize that we have what, the flat rate over here. Okay, so we can what, when we click on what, let's say edit flat rate. Now remember that the first one, it was what, just the top one over here. Now because we added a shipping class, this one what, heavy shipping class cost, light shipping class cost, no shipping what, class cost. Okay, it's also here. So the if you want to calculate it, how you want to calculate it, so per class, charge shipping for each shipping class. So if the item is a heavy duty item, and then you want to charge, let's say 200 per what, per the item, and then the lightweight you want to charge, let's say 50, and then when it is what, no shipping class is what, is selected. Okay, the cost is also what, 50. Okay, now if you set up this one, make sure that you remove what, this one over here, so that it wouldn't conflict with what, the ones that you thought you set up over here. And that is it. Now after that, I'm going to remove this one, and after that I'm going to what, save it. Okay, so now that I have my shipping class set, everything set, now I am good to go. So the next one that we want to do is what, go under what, payment over here. Okay, now with payment, you need to set up your what, your payment what, method. How do you want to what, collect what, money? Okay, so by default, Woocommerce have what, 3 different payment methods over here. One is the bank transfer, 2 is the what, the check payment, and then 3 is what, cash on delivery. Now any other payment method that you want to add, you need to install a plugin that works with what, Woocommerce, to be able to what, add that kind of payment method to it. Now of course, if you watch my channel, I've done how to add payment methods to your what, to your Woocommerce website. You can check it what, up over there. So let's say I want to what, accept just cash on delivery. Okay, I can what, enable this one. Okay, I can enable this one. Now if I also want to what accept maybe bank transfer, whatever it is, I can also enable this one. Now of course I can go ahead and then click on what finish setup over here, and then anything I want to put in over here, I can go ahead and then put in over here. Click on save changes, and then I am good to go. Okay, now I'm going to go back and then also show you how you can also configure the bank transfer. Okay, so if I click on manage over here, now with the bank transfer, let's say you want people to do bank transfer. Okay, so you tell them that they make make your payment directly into our bank. Please use your order ID and blah 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 to our bank. Now the instruction, okay, what instructions do you want to leave over here? You can leave the instructions that you want to leave over here, and then over here they can enter their bank details over here. Okay, so the account name, the account number, the bank name, the sort code or the swift code, the IBNA number. The swift code is also over here. Okay, so the sort code, and then the swift code over here, and then you can add different accounts. So maybe you have a Barclays account, an EcoBank account, different Bank of America, different banks. You can add all of them over here, and then after that you just click on save changes over here. Okay, and that is it. Then you save your changes. So we are done with like I told you. If you want to your shop to work with PayPal, maybe Flutterwave, Paystack, or any other payment method, you can go ahead and then install a plugin that works with WooCommerce, and then you can be able to see them over here. Okay, now if you scroll down over here, they said recommended payment providers. So they have PayFast, Paystack, and then PayPal payments. All of them, if you want them, you can go ahead and then click and get started, and then it will be installed, and then you'll be able to access them over here, and then you can accept maybe mobile money payment and other stuff on your website. Now if you go to accounts and privacy over here, account and privacy is also very very important. Okay, so with account and privacy, make sure that you set it up very well. So for instance, we have the guest checkout. So like if you want people to you place order without account, you can do so over here. But maybe you don't want anybody to place order without, you want everybody to set up an account on your website before they can place order. Make sure that you untick this one. Okay, allow customers to log in into an existing account during checkout. You take this one so that they'll be able to log in to an existing account to be able to place order. And then also account creation. Now allow customers to create account during checkout. Yes, sometimes somebody will walk through everything and then get to the checkout side. Allow them to be able to create account over there so that they can be able to check out freely. And then also allow customers to be able to create account on my account page. Yes, of course, make sure that you enable this one so that they can be able to create account on my account page over there. Otherwise they would not be able to create account on your on the my account page. And then also when creating an account, automatically generate an account username for the customer based on their name, username, or email. So for me, mostly I untick this one. I want you to set up your own username. I want you to set up your own password. Okay, I don't want to generate any password and send to you or send you a link, or no, I want you to set up your own thing. Okay, and that is a good thing, so that when you mess up, you mess up. Now account eraser request. Remove personal data from others on request. So if you want people to be able to when people wants to remove their personal data, you can set this one up so that they can have access to remove their personal data and other stuff. And then personal data remover. Allow personal data to be removed in bulk form, you can also take this one if you want. And then privacy policy. So registration privacy policy, you can set it up over here. Make sure that you create a privacy policy page, okay, which is very important. And then check out privacy policy also, you can set it up over here. And then personal data retention, so you can go through all these ones over here, but I'm not going to go through it. So now that you have everything, you understand everything, let's move on to emails. Okay, so emails is also very, very important. Okay, make sure that if you want to customize anything of any of the emails over here, you can click on manage over here. Okay, so new order, when you click on manage, of course default, there is a default template and default everything, that default message that goes to your mail. So this is additional content that comes. It says congratulations on the sale. Okay, so you can either change it to say congratulations, you have you have received a new order, anything that you want. Okay, so you can write it over here. Okay, and that is when a new order is a new order is done on your website. Okay, you can do that. When somebody cancel order too, you can go ahead and then do that. Okay, when order is on hold, order is processing, order fail, complete order, refund order, all those things, you can set all those messages in it. So let's say completed order. Okay, so this is to the customer. Okay, so as you can see, customer over here, so this message goes to the customer. So you can say thanks for shopping with maybe your Kobe's market. Okay, we look forward to hear from you again. Anything, customize the message in such a way that it will be very nice when they read the message. Okay, and that is it. Now let's go back again, and then I'll show you one more thing that you need to also do to make sure that your emails are customized in such a way that people will not even know that you are using WooCommerce on your shop. So for instance, if you go over here, this is the from name. Okay, so all messages will be from the digital library. So I named this website as digital library. Okay, so all message will be from this one, and then the address is this one over. Of course, you can change it to any address that you want. And then the email template, okay, you can click to view how it looks like. Now when you click to view how it looks like, let me just show you how it looks like. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Now, any email that comes, okay, you realize that it will be saying built with WooCommerce over here. Okay, now to change this built with WooCommerce, you can go over here, and as you can see, the footer text over there. Okay, so you can decide to change this one, built with WooCommerce. You can type in your own maybe company name. Okay, so instead of built with WooCommerce, I can say built with digital library. Okay, so let me say digital library. Okay, so I can say built with digital library, and then even with the base color, I can even decide to change it. Okay, so let's say I want to change the base color to let's say this color, red color over here. Okay, and then with the body text and other stuff, you can decide to change any of them. And then I'm going to, so let's say the base color, I make it red, and then with the the background color, let's say I change the background color, and then I'll make it let me just make it something weird so that you can see the changes in it. And then with the body background color also, I'm going to make it the same weird color. Okay, and then with the body text also, I'm going to make it white. Okay, so now when I click on save changes over here, and then when I scroll down and then click on click to preview over here. Okay, let me close this one, and then you're gonna see how it makes over here. So now I've done the changes in it, and now as you can see, this is how it appears over here. So built with digital library. Nobody knows, or nobody will know that you use WooCommerce to even what design this template over here. And that is what, and that is how you can be able to customize your what your emails to make sure that it reflects your what your brand over there. So now guys, we are done with the emails. Now let's go to integration. So over here with integration, the maximize license key, and then what the data pad what file. So maximize geolocation, sorry, geolocation. So it means that if you want to use geolocation on WooCommerce, then you need to have what the maximize what geolocation license key over here. Just if you don't know how to get it, you can click on this one. It will take you to the documentation. You read about how you can be able to get it, so that you can what use the geolocation function of the WooCommerce. Now if you go to advanced, the next one is the advanced that we're going to talk about over here. So with the advanced also, you have what advanced options and advanced features. Okay, so with this one, the first one is the page what setup. Okay, so now for those of you who follow me on this channel, you realize that we created a custom account page for WooCommerce, okay, whereby we needed some of the checkout point and then the end point. Okay, so those endpoints, the orders and all those things, we picked them from this place, and then we added it to the account URL, and then we got the endpoint that we wanted. Okay, and that is it. So now over here, make sure that the cart page is set to the cart page, the checkout page is set to the checkout page. So select and then choose the one which is the checkout. If it's not, my account is set to my account. And then terms and conditions, make sure to create terms and conditions and set it to terms and conditions. And then after that, you can click on save changes to save your changes. Now that is with the page setup. Now let's go to the REST API. Okay, so with the REST API, let's say you have how do you even call it, let's say you have some other plugin and other stuff, or let's say you want to create even an app for your website. Okay, and then the software you are using to create the app is linking your shop website to that particular software, and then it tells you that you need WooCommerce REST API to be able to connect this website to that particular software or that particular website. Okay, now all what you need to do is to create an API. So just click on create an API. Okay, click on create an API. Now of course you need to describe your API. Okay, so the description, so let's say it is for an app. Okay, now set the permission for it. So I'm going to say it should read and then write, and then I can click on generate API. So as you can see, it will generate my consumer key and then consumer secret. Okay, and then also a QR code. Now when I generate this consumer key and consumer secret, I can just copy it and then send it to that particular website or that particular that particular app that I am building for this website, and then I'll be able to integrate or connect the two things together, so that when somebody orders something from that app, it will reflect on this website. And that is how you can be able to use the REST API to connect to other services. Now of course I'm not using it to anything, so I can click on revoke to revoke the keys. Okay, so now I have everything deleted. Now if you go to web hooks over here, you can also some apps and some other integrations allow you to add web hooks. Okay, so you can also create a new web hook for it. And then legacy API, if your app also wants you to create a legacy API, you can enable this one over here, and then you get a legacy and save it, and then the legacy REST API would be activated. And then the WooCommerce other features. So this one I'm not going to go over it, and then also the other features, it is not really important to me. Now these ones are the most important things. So as you can see, I have covered almost all the settings of the the WooCommerce over here. Okay, so now we have covered almost all the settings of the WooCommerce. Okay, now what we're going to go through is what we're going to go through some of these things over here. Okay, we're going to go through with the WooCommerce. As you can see, if I click over here, let me leave. If I click over here, it's going to take me to the WooCommerce homepage. Okay, and that is what, and that is it. So this is the WooCommerce homepage over here. Now of course we don't have any products done and all those things, so you're not going to see much over here. And then also orders. So when orders is when you receive an order. Okay, when you receive an order, it's going to appear over here. So all the orders will appear over here. Okay, and then customers. When you also have customers on your website, you're going to see them over here. Okay, so you're going to see the name, the username, the last active date, registered email, just registered email, others, total spend, and a whole lot of data will be pulled over here. Okay, for you. And then coupons. Now coupons are also very important in marketing your product. Okay, so for instance, if you want to say, give coupons to your customers, your loyal customers and other stuff, you can create coupons over here, and then give them the coupons, give them the coupon code for them to use. Maybe you are organizing a context and other stuff. Those who win will get coupons and other stuff. You can use this place to create your coupon. Okay, so it's very simple. Just click on create your first coupon over here, or click on add coupon, and then you'll be able to just type in the coupon code, or you can generate the coupon code. So let's say I want to type in the coupon code, which is KD. Okay, so KD over here, and then let's say I'll say 001 or maybe 2023. Okay, so that is the coupon code, and then I'll go to I'll go to the settings over here. So it says the general, which is the discount type. So it is a fixed discount over here, or percentage discount. So I'll give a percentage, and then the coupon amount is 100. Okay, so it's 100%. And then allow free shipping. So if you check this box, if the coupon grants free shipping, a free shipping method must be enabled in your shipping zone, and be set to require a valid free shipping coupon. Okay, so that is it. So if you enable this one, it means that a shipping method which is a free shipping should be enabled over there in your shipping zones over there. Okay, and that is it. And then coupon expiring date. So the expiring date of the coupon. So if you want it to expire, you can set up the date over here. So let's say I want it to expire in, let's say, December 31st 2023. So that is it over here. So now I can go to the the minimum usage. Okay, so the minimum spend, and then the minimum maximum spend. Okay, so and then I can even select a particular product. If it should be used individually, you can take it. If it should be used exclude sale item, also you can take it. And then the particular product that you want to set it for, you can search the product. If you want to exclude product, if you want to give it to some product category, you can set it over here, and then exclude product categories, and then allow emails. All these things you can set it over here. Now the usage limit. So usage limit. So now unlimited usage. So I just want them to use it maybe once or twice. Okay, so let's say twice. And then limit user to X items. So if you want to limit the user to particular items, you can use it over. And then usage limit per user. So each user is supposed to use it maybe twice. Okay, and that is it. So you can set up all those things over here, and then you can click on publish to publish your coupon, and then your coupon will be published for you. Okay, so now remember that we pick the coupons from what, from this side. But the moment you wanted to create a coupon, it came under what, under marketing, okay, because the coupon have been moved to what, to marketing, okay, and that is it. So don't get confused, okay. So of course you can, under marketing, we can click on what, overview, to what, to see what the overview of the website. But because we don't have nothing going, we don't have any product and other stuff, we are not seeing anything over here. Now let's go back to what, the WooCommerce over here, and then we have what, reports. So under reports, all your reports, WooCommerce report, your order, your everything, that total amount you send, the sales and everything that you've done will come over here, okay. You see everything over here, you see a total graph, a report over here, okay. So don't worry, this thing works perfectly fine. And then also under report, we have settings. Of course, we've gone through all the settings over here, and then we have what, status, okay. So let's check the status and see what is over there. Now this is what the status of the WooCommerce plugin, okay. So make sure that everything works perfectly well, okay. Now anytime you see anything red, it means that you need to fix that thing over there. So as you can see, I don't have terms and conditions set. They said I should make sure that I have terms and conditions set over it. So that is the status of the plugin, okay. So if your PHP version is not the required version, it will be red over here, and then you need to fix it, okay. And this PHP version is from your hosting, so you need to fix it. If your your maximum upload is not the required one, you also need to fix it, okay. And that is it. So guys, this is for the statuses. And now of course there are a lot of extensions that you can also get from WooCommerce, okay. So different apart from the WooCommerce plugin, they have a marketplace where they sell a lot of things, okay. So some are free, some are not free. So you can you can get, if you need the free things, you can get them. If not the free things, also you can also get them. Maybe it will help you in your shop or your product advertisement, okay. And that is it. Now the next one that we're going to cover after the WooCommerce, we also have the product, okay. Now of course this is where you create your product. So as you can see, we have all products over here. Now we don't have any product in our catalog, okay. So there is nothing over here. We don't have any product over here. Now to create a product, you need to create categories of products first, and then before you can be able to create a product. But of course, in creating a product, you can also create categories, okay. And that is it. So for instance, let's say I haven't created categories, but I want to create my product, okay. So all I need to do is to click on create product over here, and then I can be able to go ahead and then give a name for my first product. So let's say let me cancel this one. So let's say I want to give a name for my first product. I will say maybe first product, okay. Now in product, we have different types of product. We'll go over there, but the product description over here, this is the long description, okay. And when you scroll down over here, we have the product short description, okay. Now if you look over here, the short description will come under the price over here, okay. And then the long description will come where this description, the pictures over here, okay. All these ones will show will be in the long description, okay. And that is with this product add-on page. Now of course, when I add my first product, I can add a long description, and then also add a short description. But for now, what I'm going to do is, now as you can see, we have different types of product, okay. We have physical product, we have downloadable product, we have virtual product. Now even under this product data, we also have different type of product. So as you can see, we have simple product, we have grouped product, we have external or affiliate product, and then we have variable product. most of the products that we create on on maybe website and other stuff are simple products, and then what variable what product, okay, and then maybe a downloadable product. But today I'm going to what take you through a simple product and then a variable product, so that you know how to create a simple product and then how to create what a variable what product. Okay, so first of all, we're going to create a simple product. Now with a simple product, is very simple, that is why it's called simple. So with a product which does not have any variations, okay, when I say any variations, maybe it doesn't have different kinds of colors, it is just what one. It doesn't have different sizes, it is just what one size. It doesn't have maybe any variation, it doesn't have nothing. Okay, all the product is what just one. So one simple product that you are what that you are selling. Okay, so you create that product. So let's say I'm selling a book. Okay, I'm selling a book, or not even a book. Let's say I'm selling you know I'm selling, what am I selling? Okay, so electronic product. Okay, so let's say I'm selling a headset. Okay, a black headset. It is just one simple product, or the color is what black, so just the headset. So I'm going to give the price, let's say 250 Ghana cedis, and then we have the regular price, we have the sale price. Okay, so now when we say regular price and sale price, what does it mean? The regular price, it means that the price that we are what giving it out, but the sale price is what the discounted what price. Okay, meaning that we are running on with a discount. So let's say the sale price is what 200. Okay, and then the tax status and the tax what class. So we have the tax status as what taxable. Okay, so it is what taxable over here. So we also have the tax class, which is the standard tax class. Okay, and then when you go to inventory over here, inventory, we have SKU. Okay, this is what the store keeping unit number. Okay, so any this is probably for those who are running what big supermarket and all those things, to keep their stocks for them. Okay, so they use these numbers to keep their stocks for them. And then also manage stock. If you want to manage the stock quantity or the level of the quantity, you can what so let's say this one is what this one over here. So I use BW001 to represent what the stock keeping number, and then I want to manage my stock. I have 50 in stock. Okay, and then allow back order, I don't want to allow, I want to sell everything online. And then low stock threshold, it is just 2. And then sold individually, do you want it to be sold individually without what adding it to what any other order? Now I can they can buy multiple ones at a go, they can even buy all the 50 at a go if they want. Okay, and that is it. And then shipping. Now of course, if you have shipping classes for it, now of course you remember I have the heavy and then the light. So I'm going to put it under under light over here. Okay, so light lightweight shipping, and then that is it. So if you have the weight and all those things, you can also add the dimensions over here, but I'm not going to add any dimensions. And then link product. Now of course we don't have any product to upsell or cross sell, so we don't have to do any link product. And then attribute. Now of course the product doesn't have any attribute, it is just there's just one particular product. And then we have advanced over here. So if you want to add purchase note, menu order, and all those things, enable reviews, you do them over here. And then if you want to get more options, you click here, and then it will take you to the Woocommerce page to get more options over here. Now after that, let's go to the right hand side over here. Okay, so the publish and save will be over here. And then when you click over here, okay, you have to set your product image. Okay, so you can click over here and then select any image that you want to use. So let me just see if I can get some images that I want to use over here. So let me see, let me go to my downloads and then see if I can get some simple image that I want to use for this particular so yeah, let's say I want to use this one over here. Okay. Okay, so I set it up over here, and then I set up with the product with image. Okay, so after setting up the product, remember that the publish is what activated over here. Now I can go ahead and then what, if I have a lot of what images for that particular product, that is the product gallery. Okay, now if you see, let me see this one. You see this ones over here, that is the product what gallery. Okay, that we are talking about. So if I have what, if I have a lot of different product, different pictures, I can also add it over here, but I'm not going to add it over here. And then the categories, remember that I told you that we need to set categories. You can also set it over here. So I'm going to set a new category, and then I'll call this one with headphones. Okay, so I'm going to call it headphones, and then I'm going to just click on add new category. So these are all under headphones. Okay, now product tags. So what are the tags? So any tags that you want to give to the product. So it could be what? It could be headphones. It could be headphones. It could be anything. Okay, so I'm just going to say headphones, and then these are the post settings. So the the settings for the post. Okay, so whether you want it to be transparent, the layout, if you want to change it, the content style, if you want to change it, and then the content vertical pattern if you want to change. But I'm just going to leave everything as default, and then after that I'm going to click on publish product to publish this product for us. So now guys, as you can see, we have we have published our product. We have a new product published, and then we can go ahead and then view the product the way we want it. So I'm going to view the product in a new tab so that you guys will see our first product, how it looks like. So guys, as you can see over here, this is our first product. Okay, so now as you can see, the first product, this is the default the regular price, and then this is the sale price. Remember that we said we want 50 in stock. The 50 is over here. The SKU, and then the category and the tag that we set for everything is over here. Okay, now if we want to add to cart, we can go ahead and then click it to add to cart. So this is just a simple product with no variations, anything, just a simple product. Now let's go ahead and then create a variable product. Okay, now we're going to click on add new over here to create another product, and this product will be our second product. So we will say second product. Okay, now with this product, it is a variable product. Now I've already described describe everything over here for you. Okay, but what we're going to talk most about is is the product data over here, which is what we are going to select. So we're going to select a variable product over here, click on it, and now guys, watch it. Now if it is simple product, what happened? We have the price, regular price, everything over here. But when it becomes a variable product, what happened? Everything vanishes. Okay, and then we have to set up variations over here. Okay, and that is it. So now we go to inventory, we say let's say we choose an SKU for it, which is 2, and then we want to maybe we don't want to manage stock, we don't want to sell individually, but I want to go to shipping over here. We say it is also lightweight. Okay, so lightweight, and then product links, we're not going to do anything, but we go to attribute over here. Okay, now with attribute, we have to choose an attribute. Now because we don't have any attribute for it, just custom product attribute, and then we're going to click on add. Now when it comes over here, it opens a new thing for us over here to enter our product attribute. So we want to use colors, okay, as our attribute. So I'm going to say maybe colors over here, and then I'm just going to use 2 different colors. So I'm going to say red. Okay, now remember it says enter some text or some attributes by using this slash to separate the values. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter maybe red, and then I'll use this one, and then say maybe black. Okay, and then maybe I'll also use another one and then say blue. Okay, so 3 different what attribute that I'm going to use. Now over here you can see this one which says used for variations. Yes, we are creating a variable product, so we want this attribute to be used for what variations. So we want to choose this one. Okay, select it, and then now click on what save changes. So guys, as you can see, our colors are set over here. Now when we click on variations over here, you realize that we have to select variations, which is what create variations from all attributes. Okay, remember that we created attributes. We want to use the variations to you want to use the attribute to create what the variations. So we select this one which says create variations from all attributes. Select it and then click on what go. Now it says that are you sure you want to link all variations? This will create a new variation for each and every possible combination of variation attribute. Yes, we want to do that, so we create it. Okay, so 3 variations added. Okay, so as you can see, they've added 3 different variations for it, which is red, black, and then blue. Okay, over here. Now we have a notice over here which says 3 variations do not have prices. So we have to make sure that we set up the price. Now click on edit over here, and then you can set a picture for that particular variation, set the SKU for that particular variation. Go ahead and then set the regular price, the sale price, and all those prices. So I'm going to set up the prices for it. I'm going to say 250. Now of course you can set up everything, the stock and everything over here. Okay, the shipping classes and everything. I'm going to click over here also and then set up the price, which is 250. Okay, I'm going to collapse it and then come over here and then set up this price also, which is 250. Collapse this one also. Okay, now we set out our prices. Okay, now all what we need to do is to click on save changes over here. Now when the changes are done, the notice will be gone, and realize that we've set up our prices for it, so we are good to go. Okay, now of course you can set up a default value, but I'm not going to do anything. All what I'm going to do is come to product image over here, click on the image, and then let's say I want to set up this particular image, or let's say I want to add a different image to it. So let me go to my downloads and then add some few images. Do I even have images over there? Yeah, one. Okay, and then let me see again, and then okay, let me add this one also. So let's say I add 2 different images to it. Okay, so now that my images are set up, I can go ahead to set up my product image over here, and then I can come here to set up even product gallery images. So I can go ahead and then choose the product gallery images. Okay, just hold on control and then select the images, and then add them to your product gallery. Now I'm going to remove this one because it is already there, and then I'll just click on select the category that I want it to fit, and then if I want to set up a product tags for it, I can do so, and then click on publish. Now we're going to see how the two are different. Okay, the two product, the first product and then the second product, how are they different? Okay, now let's now that we publish the product, let's view the product and see how the product really works. Okay, so now as you can see, when we go to a product over here and click we view the product, we're going to view, this is the first product. Remember, this is the first product that we added. Okay, so the second product also is now opening, and this is the second product that we added. Remember that we added an attribute which is the colors, and then we use it for variation. When we click on it, we can select a variation, or we can select the black, we can select blue. Okay, so any of them it can be done, and you see the the product gallery images that we added are all over here. Okay, so everything is working perfectly well. Now of course, if I want to choose blue and then it will choose a particular image over here, I can do so when I go back over here and then scroll down. Okay, let me scroll down and then go to what variations over here. Okay, now I can set images for all the variations that what I want to use. Okay, so let's say let me see. Okay guys, so if I go to variations over here and then I click on one of the variations, so let's say I click over here, I can set an image for it. So I can click over here and then set the image that I want to set. So let's say I want this one to be what this variation. I'll go over here also and then come over here and then set the image. I'll set this one for that kind of variation. I go over here and then set this blue also to what to this one over here, and then I can go ahead and then update it. So let me just update it. Now if I go over here and then I refresh the website, all the variations that I choose, I'm supposed to see an image for it. Okay, so if I choose this one, let me just refresh it and see. Okay, so if I choose black, you see that it changes. Okay, if I choose red, it's supposed to also change. If I choose blue, it goes to what the the variation that is, and that is exactly what that function also what does. Okay, makes you pick the kind of what variation, the pictures that you really want it to what to depict. Okay, so guys, we know how to add simple product and then what a variable product. So I hope you can do so for your for your new website that you are building, or even your old website. Okay, now we've gone through a lot of things. We've gone through products, how to add product categories, even tags, attributes, and then other stuff. Okay, now the last one that we're going to talk about is the analytics. Now with the analytics, you're going to learn everything about your about your your WooCommerce products and then others. Okay, and that is it. So it gives you all the analytical reviews of your of the products that you have. Okay, so you're going to see your net sale, your everything. You're going to see everything about it. So as you can see, this is the overview. Okay, but if you go to under it, you go to product over here, you're going to see also the overview of your product, the number of product that you've sold and other stuff. Okay, your net sales and other stuff. You can also see your revenues. Okay, if you only have revenues over there, you can see it over here. Okay, the actual details of all your revenues from date. Okay, and then it goes on everything. You can check out everything. Okay, and that is it. So I have gone through a lot about this WooCommerce, and I'm praying and hoping that this tutorial really helps you guys to be able to understand what WooCommerce and what WooCommerce can do for your for your business. If you really like this video, please give a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm to pick it up, so that it will be able to help others who also want to learn more about WooCommerce and then WordPress. Thank you for watching. My name is Kobe, and see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.